Going on, everybody? It's Jetpack Janitor coming at you with another video just about the hunt for all the gold items I've been on lately. It's crazy how many I've gotten lately. I think I put out an update with all of the stuff. I know you guys saw the Barrett's chest that I got recently, but I'll go through the armor real quick because everyone knows I already have it. The Barrett's vest. No skills on cooldown increases skill power by 10%. One skill on cooldown increases damage by 5%. Two skills on cooldown increases armor by 10%. Very helpful with all of the skill changing. I mean, it's just very beneficial. If you know how to use it, you know, go on the offensive as soon as you use your first attack, which I think everybody does. And then skill, usually when you use your second skill, it increases the armor, which is super helpful then because you don't have any more heals. Like, now's the time for more armor. Pharaoh's oxygen mask. You've got user can run and shoot their weapon while burning. Extremely helpful because a lot of people rely on that burning to melt you. So if you're still fighting them, there's nothing they can do about it. Shortbow championship knee pads. These things are, I think, my favorite item. I love the short fuse. The fuse time on grenades is reduced to 0.2 seconds. It hits the ground 1-2, it's exploded, and I feel like it does more damage. I don't know if that's for sure, but I like it. Unfortunately, I got these rolled to electronics, so I've been having to work with, you know, some skill power in my build, which I don't mind. I've got some guns rolled to it anyway, so we'll talk about that. I use a Spec Ops pack. I do have the Ninja Bike back, but this is Spec Ops. I'm not talking about it because it's not gold. Skull's MC gloves, I actually have like 3-4 pairs of these now. I've got a couple in the stash. I'm using the ones with SMG damage, critical hit chance. Colonel Blisses, if you can proc this with your pistol, it's awesome. I use the 93R when I'm in like the dark zone, but in PvP I like to use the Golden Rhino just because I love having all the golden named stuff. Alright, let's knock out the secondaries, the sidearms first. I've got the Centurion with Provident and Intense on it, and Expert. I'm going to reroll Intense, but I don't know if I'm going to wait until 1.6 for that. And then I've got the Golden Rhino. This one was really fun getting. I was so happy to get this. I didn't even notice I got it at first, and then I went nuts. The Golden Rhino talent is increased stagger by 200%. And then it's got Unforgiving on it as well. Alright, so let's go into the weapons that I have now. Start from the bottom, work my way to the top. Start with the Warlord. It's an assault rifle, 23% enemy armor damage. I rerolled Deadly onto it. It's got Ferocious and Unforgiving. I use it for PvE. It's really fun to show off. Other than that, it's not very effective in the Dark Zone. Showstopper is another fun one that is effective only in PvE. Unforgiving, Accurate, and Showstopper. I'm going to reroll Accurate off of it because, as you can see, Showstopper, your accuracy with this weapon is increased the fewer shots you have left in the magazine. The Pecan, I like this gun. I'm trying to figure out a way to get it to be a PvP gun, but I'm waiting for 1.6 to reroll Ferocious off of it. The Midas, I have had this for a while. I love the roll on it. It's fun to use, and sometimes I use it
Agent, the hostage is being held on the roof.
But it's got Responsive, Self-Preserved, and Deadly on it. The Medved, I just got this last night. I was super stoked to get it from Clear Sky. If you guys don't know how to solo Clear Sky, put on an Immunizer and put on, if you want to look at my like 100k Seeker Mine build, put it on a Revive Station along with your Seeker Mine and your set. You'll be able to solo that on challenging left and right. It won't be a problem at all. But Medved is a great gun. I love using this thing, and I've got it rolled with Unforgiving, Adept, and Destructive, which I think is pretty fun. It's not too successful because, I mean, everyone's running the meta, so it's really tough to deal with people, you know, putting out the Alpha Bridge DPS they're putting out right now with the high tankiness. It's a little tough to deal with the meta with this build, but it's a fun build to use nonetheless. The Liberator, you can buy this. This was a fun one. I've used this in a lot of builds. You guys have seen it. Talented is a lot of fun to use with my Seeker build. But other than that, I use it pretty commonly. I'll swap it out with the Urban MDR once in a while. I feel like it really has a lot of kick to it for how much damage it does. It doesn't really do too much comparatively. The Hungry Hog, this was a bitch to get out of the dark zone. I guess everybody knew I had it by the time I set out the extraction, so people were coming at me for it. This thing, I had to run away from like 3 extractions, fight at 2. It was nuts. But brutal, stable, and meticulous. Obviously, I don't use this build for this build, but it is a fun gun. Oops. The Historian, the Marksman Rifle, 147 plus head damage. Prepared, I re-rolled it for destructive and harmful. Probably gonna re-roll it again off of destructive for like brutal. The Cassidy, the shotgun, 350% stagger with responsive, deadly, and meticulous on it. I like having meticulous on it because if you can manage to get 2 kills or 2 headshots with a shotgun, you're gonna kill them, and you may reroll the clip. The Valkyria, I just fell in love with the minute I bought it. I can't believe it took me so long to buy it. Confident, responsive, and unforgiving. This is the closest gun I have to dealing with the meta. I can get close enough to melt them if I can keep on the move, and you know, take a few choice spots where I'm taking shots. I can melt down some meta. The Urban MDR, I've got Adept. I'm re-rolling focus off of it right after this mission. And then I've got Distracted as well on it, which everyone knows 10% against enemies with status effect.
I just heard about Ramos, Captain. Glad we reached
so
him
those
in
are
time.
my golden items right now. I'm after the caduceus right now.
Unlock the maintenance access.
If you guys want to come at me
show a
and
security control room down in the basement.
play some in-game and farm this caduceus with me, let me know. I farm it anywhere I can possibly farm and get the caduceus. I do the missions, I do the open world missions, all of it. So just shoot me an invite, shoot me an ad, whatever you want to do. If you want to go manhunts, I'm still making videos left and right with you guys. Trying to get some quality videos, but it's really tough because I face so many times where you go rogue on one guy and the whole server's there, and it's just a pain in the ass. But anyway, off I go. I'm gonna go and help these guys finish this mission up. This is Jetpack Janitor, over and out.